Hello and welcome. Uh, Today is the day where I show you what I got done on the farmhouse, which really wasn't all that much, but there really isn't a whole lot left to do either. A little bit about the farmhouse. First, I want to say welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you. And to my old subscribers, I'm just happy you all hung in here with me this long. It's been a crazy, yeah. Anyway, so for those of you who are new and maybe haven't looked at the old videos on Victoria's Farmhouse or whatever, let me just really quick go over the premise of the house. It is an old farmhouse. I'm making up a backstory to go with it. It started out as a log cabin somewhere, and I haven't got all this yet, but it started out as a log cabin, and then it was gradually added onto by the farmers who came after the original person who ever built it. And so with that said, it is a house that it's not perfect, and you're going to see a mixture of styles in there, and that is because it is an old house, and each person who or family or whatever that occupied the house kind of added their own touches and did upgrades as money and time would allow. There's still a few things in the house that were original to the house when it was first built up from the log cabin into, more of a farmhouse. And it was, part was built on and then a part was built, that kind of thing, kind of like my house I live in. Anyway, that's pretty much the premise of the house. And the current owners are a young family, a father, a mother, and twin girls and a little boy. So that is who inhabits the house now, and they have started also putting their own touches on it, like the Aga stove in the kitchen with the mother's preference for the English cottage style kitchen, kind of my take on it anyway. Um, so that's kind of the premise of the house. So you'll see some parts that are new and modern, almost like the family room is pretty much remodeled. The master bedroom, they just redid the little boy's room, and oh, you guys, I'm excited because it turned out so cute. Anyway, so that's basically it. I learned a lot of things on my way through this build. This is the first dollhouse I've ever completed to this point, minus the roof, of course, which those of you who have been with me know exactly how I feel about that roof. I'm ready to take off all the shingles, the wood shingles I put on, and go with the modern metal style roof. Which there's a lot of old farmhouses around here that have them, so I would be perfectly, it's in the realm of possibility that that could happen. I don't like repetition and the shingles. No. I like the look of them. They're just, I don't know when they'll ever be done. I might die before they're done. Um, but yeah, so you're going to see a lot of different styles, a lot of different things. Some really modern. I think it's the second floor hallway is pretty much original to the way that it originally was, except for, paint on the walls, that kind of stuff. I learned a lot. One of the things, if anybody's thinking about doing a dollhouse, there are two things that I would really, really, really recommend. The first one is any modifications you want to make. Do you want to put a window in, put a door in, take one out, whatever. Do it before the house is assembled if you can. Because when I decided I wanted to do different things with the windows, the house was already assembled, and cutting into an already assembled house after you put that much time and work into it, it terrified me. The first one was the big window in the living room, and it terrified me. And that's another thing you'll notice in this house. The windows don't all match, as do a lot of old houses have mismatched windows because they too were upgraded as, time and money allowed. Um, but definitely it is so scary because you make one wrong cut or you cut too far or something like that, and you've ruined your house, like where this one had the preformed siding on it and stuff. I was terrified. By the time I did the second window, which was the octagon window in the bathroom, I was like, I can do this. And then when I got into it, I was like, I can't do this. The kitchen window was better. The little boy's room was better yet. But yeah, please, I can't stress enough, whatever you can do to modify your house before it's put together, I would definitely do it. The other thing is wiring. If you're going to actually wire your house, and I didn't know about it when I started, cut channels and grooves in your walls and floors where you can, because I have wiring that shows. I'm going to try to mask it as best I can, but there's nothing I can do about it now. And those are on the walls in the master bedroom. I if I'd known about this whole channel thing and I'd known exactly where the lights were going to go and everything and what kind of lights I was going to have, I would have done it to start with. And I really should have done it in the floors, because I kid you not, all my lights are working now that are wired lights. The rest are going to be battery. But I rewired every light but the kitchen light when I went to put the 2-bedroom ones in, because with pounding the things in and moving around and stuff, I dislodged a lot of wires. And I'll tell you what, it was not something I wanted to do a second time, but I did. I had to rewire all that. So run those grooves for your wires, plan out where you want everything. I mean, if you don't know, like I wasn't sure, well, then you're going to, do it the best you can. But yeah, if at all possible, do those 2 things first before anything else. I still have I have a few little things left to do on the farmhouse, and I call them little things because they're not a big deal. I'm reattaching the balcony rail right now, where I knocked it off, cutting the window in the little boy's room. I'm also, I need to paint the family room, the door leading to the outside up there, because I noticed today the white paint really looks horrible. So I need about 1 more coat, I think, on that. And see, these are just easy things. And then I have to install the lights in the little boy's room and the 3rd floor hallway, which won't take much time at all. And I have the ceiling fan in the living room. I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to get to work on it, and it'll be in the house. All of that will be done by the time we do our video next Wednesday. And I will have all that done, and I need you guys in between now and say Monday. Let me know what room you want me to start on, because we're gonna do, I've got a lot of furniture that I don't know if I'm gonna use or not. I'm really still considering. Some of it I'm gonna redo, remake, whatever. Also, we're gonna have to make quite a bit of stuff. This family is gonna have a lot of stuff, so we got to do that. But let me know which room you want me to start on. I'm a little terrified of the kitchen because I can't cut straight, but it is what it is, and it's going to end up like it ends up, and we're going to do our best and that to make a nice home for these people. So let me know in the comments what room you want me to start on, as I really don't have one in mind at this time. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to let you go here. We're going to take a trip out to the farmhouse as soon as I get done yakking. We're going to take a trip out there. We're going to check out the rooms as they are right now, because they are mostly completely done. It's just a few lights, little paint. That's it. That's all. That's all it's like. So we'll go take a look at the farmhouse and the rooms. And I saved the little boy's room for last because I think it's so cool. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm saying so much. We should do one of those things. Let's put a counter on. See how many times I say it. Probably be so embarrassed. Anyway, I want you all to know that I am so happy to have each and every one of you here as my subscribers. Thank you so very, very much. It means everything to me. I want to wish you all a happy weekend, a good weekend, whatever. It's coming up. I'll be working, so have some fun for me and whatever you do. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.